talk a little Pinellas County football, kind of football. Our buddy Steve is here. And Steve, I got a couple of questions because I feel like I know what semi-professional football is, but then I probably really don't. Welcome. Thanks for being here. HighlandersFB.com. Tell us about the Highlanders. Tell us about semi-pro ball. What are you guys all about, man?
All right, Mark, Billy, thanks for having me on. My name's Steve Korossy. I'm the chief of the Highlanders Clan. We are a lot of people refer to as semi-pro football, but ultimately we're a pro developmental football organization, and we're trying to help young men just after high school get to the next level. And that next level can be football and it could be life.
So is this the kind of thing like you're playing in high school and then you're just not sure about everybody wants to go D1, but that's it's a very small percentage of kids that do that. So is this the kind of thing where it's like, all right, I grew up in, so I grew up in Pinellas County, I played ball, but just not sure the next step. And this is kind of a thing where it's like, okay, well, you can come to this organization and we'll help you keep developing without having to commit to going to school or, doing all that. Right.
Well, a lot of the kids, when they're young, they don't have necessarily the proper guidance. So they don't get recognized. They don't get found by scouts, and they still have a dream to get to the next level, but they don't know how to get there. So in 2024, I founded this organization, and our vision is to help guys get to the next level. And some of those guys will, some of them, this will help them be wonderful men in life and be great fathers.
Steve, let me ask you something, because Mark and I watch football all the time, and he always tells me that anybody can gain 5 yards like any old person. So we want to set something up where he's in the backfield and you just turn him loose to see if he can gain 5 yards. Is that something we can set up?
I think we can set it up. We can go a short yardage package. We'll even go a wishbone formation for you and get you some blockers.
I'm more of a power eye guy, to be quite honest with you.
Power eye.
Yeah, but it was not 5 yards. It was 5 feet. Thank you very much. It was not 5 feet. Yes. I don't know that anybody get 5 yards. I do believe anybody could get 5 feet, especially with, do you guys over there at Highlanders football, do you guys run the tush push or any variation?
I'm going to have to check with Coach Fritz, what he's got dialed up, our head coach, Mike Fritz.
Okay.
We're going to see what he has dialed up. We have not used the tush push yet. We've had great football. One of the things we pride ourselves in at the Highlanders is running a higher level. Semi-pro, historically, over the last several years, has a challenged reputation. Guys not led right, and then they go out and play football. So I'm trying to change that. The league that we've joined is a newly formed league. There's 24 teams in Florida. The name of the league is the Universal Football League Xtreme, also known as the UFLX. And we're looking to make it bigger and better. And one of the things I tell all our players, while you may have aspirations to get to the NFL or even just to a college, you may never get there. Treat this as if it was your NFL, absent the big contract. Carry yourselves professionally, be involved in the community, and that'll open up doors for you that you have no idea.
Yeah, I like that. You mentioned, Steve, so you're a part of a league that has 24 teams, and Xtreme. Is this typical football of what we expect, or you say extreme? Are there some, I keep thinking about what was the XFL years ago. Right? Are there kind of things like that in this?
So this is a little more scaled down version. This is traditional football, 11v11 tackle football. Everyone's over 18. Most of our guys are between 18 and 25, though we have players in their 30s and 40s, and we even have one older player. I won't divulge his age, but we have all walks of life, and guys have found us because they want to be part of something bigger and better. But it's 11v11 tackle football. We use NFL rules other than we don't use the dynamic kickoff, but other than that, it's NFL rules. It's very exciting. I challenge that in this part of the country, we have the best game day experience at this level. And my vision is to not only have wonderful football centered around the Highlanders, but it's get fan engagement, get community involvement. The reason we named this team the Dunedin Highlanders is because of the rich Scottish tradition here in Dunedin. This city was founded by Scots in the 1800s, and the name Dunedin is actually named after Edinburgh, Scotland. So when we looked to name the team, we wanted to make sure that we're tied into this community. A little background on me. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and I used to come down to Dunedin to visit my lovely Aunt Reka, and I never wanted to leave. So I escaped down here finally in 2015, and I've done everything I could
You escaped Cleveland.
I escaped Cleveland, right?
It's a great escape.
It's a great escape. That's a good way to put it, Mark.
The Highlanders could probably beat the Browns if I'm putting money down.
There's no doubt about that.
I don't want to be too big-headed, but I think we have some guys that will really compete.
Cool. You got some fans here for sure. I know Bo of Dunedin is writing, so he's obviously knows you or a fan. Maybe he plays with you guys. Do you play also, Steve? Or I know you're the founder.
I don't. So I'm old. I just turned 50 this past November, and interestingly, you were talking earlier about the flooding here in Dunedin. We were flooded, and my oldest daughter Kristen and we spent 6 days emptying out the house, and then that started a chain reaction of a herniated disc and immense pain. I couldn't walk. A couple months. I suffered for 2.5 months, and then I needed emergency spine surgery. Goodness. And then I had to relearn how to walk afterwards.
Damn.
So it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge.
Well, Steve, really good of you to found this and do this again, not just for the sport, which is great in its own right, but like you said, have these people develop into better men, just better people in general. So, we've had the website there, HighlandersFB.com, and I'm imagining we can get all of the information that we need there as far as, about the organization, when you guys play, scheduling, and things like that. Before we let you go, how much longer is the season? Kind of what's the quick future here?
So we've played 3 games. We're undefeated. We have week 4 opponent this week at home here in Dunedin at Freedom Field, also known as Dunedin Memorial Stadium, right next to Dunedin High School. We're going to pack that place, and here's why we're going to pack that place, Mark. We're playing the Florida Cougars, and they're out of the Lakeland, Florida area, and we've made this Saturday night Cougar Night. We're welcoming all the Cougars. So all the ladies of Tampa Bay over 50. All you have to go to is get on and go HighlandersFB.com/tickets. Use coupon code Cougar6 and you get a $6 ticket.
I like little Savannah banana style there of starting to really mix. You got to have that, man. I love that.
That's it. It's about a great fan experience. And the feedback I get from a lot of people is the Highlanders do it different. And that's a little pat on my shoulder because that's my vision.
Awesome.
And I just want to give a shout out to all our players. They bought in this year. You have a young group this year. They bought in. We have some seasoned vets. They bought in. Our head coach, all the way down to the coaching staff. And a special shout out to we're actually a nonprofit. So we're a registered nonprofit. We just formed that recently, the Dunedin Highlanders Foundation, Inc. And David Moyers, he's the president of that. And we're looking to do some great things here in Dunedin. And I thank all our staff for their involvement because we're all volunteer. It's not for profit. So we're all volunteer.
Good job. All right. Best of luck with Cougar Night this weekend. We want to see some video, some pictures of that, Steve.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely. And just so everybody knows, our center, number 74, Big Ben Lonsberry, he made it known a few weeks ago that he's available. So come see him, number 74.
Well, there you go, Cougars.
Cougars.
I made that available 2 years ago. I still haven't had any messages yet, but
well, you got to go try out and be a center in football. That was where
that's where I messed up.
Yeah.
All right. I invite both you guys to come out. You can check out our schedule online. We have our next home game this Saturday. Come out, check us out. Let the gate know, and you guys will come in as guests of the Highlanders.
All right. Thank you, buddy. HighlandersFB.com. Congrats on the undefeated season so far, and keep it going. Yeah, we're fans, man. We're fans, Steve.
Thank you. Go Landers.
All right. Go Landers, baby.
Go Landers.
I like it. That sounds fun. I didn't even realize. I mean, 24 teams in that league.
Big, man. Yeah, no kidding.
That is really big. But great as Steve to start that. Volunteer, like he said, and good catching up with him on the Joint Chiropractic Live Studios. Again, get that Pinellas Podcast discount, $19 all in on the Joint Chiropractic. Go to thejoint.com, consultation, exam, and adjustment, open nights and weekends. But if you don't say Pinellas Podcast, unfortunately, you won't qualify for the deal. So you just got to
two words. Two words.
That's the deal. $19 and includes that adjustment.